This is the Everyday Hustle Show, where our number one priority is self-development.
Each week, we will dive into insightful topics that encourage you to push your thinking beyond average.
Smash that subscribe button and tune in every Sunday at 6 p.m. Welcome everyone to another edition of the Everyday Hustle Show. This is the 73rd recorded episode. Coming to you pre-recorded from Lake Worth, Florida. Christian, my brother, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm feeling good, man. We got freshly brewed coffee out here in the backyard, chilling, smoking a cigar.
One man down tonight.
One man down tonight, Jesse. Jesse's out.
Elena's dog they had to put down, her older dog. Rest in peace.
Yeah, that's sad.
It's hard when you lose family pets, you know? Have you lost any family pets? Like
No.
when you were younger?
No. All those dogs, straight up, I'm pretty sure they're still alive, too. We had two, like, outdoor dogs. All of them are outdoor dogs. And they're, like, sheep dogs. But, man, one of them got hit, like, 3 times by a car. Like, these things are, man, they're built to last, man. So, yeah. And the only one that would be inside, her name's Chica. She's probably getting pretty, pretty close to being up there. So, that's the closest thing. What about you?
Yeah, definitely a few. First one was a cat. Our very first pet. It was a Siamese cat named Noelle. We got her out front of the grocery store on Christmas.
Siamese? What's that?
Is it Siamese kittens? Siamese cat? Yeah. They're like a light brown color and they have a dark head, blue eyes. Siamese.
The only Siamese I'm thinking of is like twins. Siamese twins. Isn't that a thing? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Siamese twins.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I can think of.
But yeah, and then Beagle. And then Brittany
no.
Spaniel.
Damn.
Yeah. I never got like too. I love the animals, but like I don't know. I never just got
too attached.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, well, now that I think about it, I did have like some, which
I was also young, very young.
Yeah.
So.
I had some fish and like a turtle, like a little.
That don't count.
They would sell them at like
because like dogs you have for like 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah. They would sell them at like swap meets and shit. I think they still do. So we'd pick them up and. Yeah, so
Jesse and his newly engaged fiance are in the Everyday Hustle Show's listeners and production team's prayers.
Yeah,
put it like that.
That's a tough one, especially I don't know how long they've had her, but
10 or 15 years.
Really?
A long time, yeah.
Oh man,
yeah,
that's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, she put something on the gram. I'm a little foggy right now, dude. I'm trying this new. I know you've been fully vegan for the month of May, and I love that we're challenging ourselves. I just started a new nutritional plan today. So, but like I'm like one of those guys where I read something, I saw something, and then I was like I'm just gonna start it tomorrow. So here I am, day one. It's called anabolic fasting.
Okay.
And basically the way it works is that 5 days a week you do, you do your it's like no carb, like low to no carb, except for your last meal.
Okay.
So you carb load at night, and then you don't eat for 15 hours.
Oh,
so at 9 o'clock
intermittent fasting too.
Yeah, it's combining an anabolic diet with fasting.
Oh, that's tough.
So. Today it was no problem. There's no problem. So at 9 o'clock at night, tonight in a little bit, I'll have like some peanut butter and like some bananas and stuff like that. And then in the morning I'll exercise, and then I'll eat lunch at 12 o'clock. At noon is my first meal. So
awesome, dude. Yeah, I mean, so I guess it depends on what you're talking about when it comes to like you read something and then you like jump on it. Obviously, if you read like an article, like a political article, and you just jump on it, that's kind of a negative. But when it comes to experimenting with like diets or experimenting with like life stuff,
I just known that I had wanted to make a change for some time,
Yeah.
ever since the baby was born. So it's been
Yeah.
4 months that I've been kind of like willy-nilly, just eating whatever the fuck I want, whenever I want, and that shit's got to stop.
Yeah.
So I saw this, and the guy, actually, his name is Corey G, and he does the Business and Biceps podcast, and then he has a training platform. It's really sick. What I like about it was, dude, it's $8 a month.
Oh, like so you pay and then he hooks you up with like a plan or something?
It's just basically you pay $8 a month and you get access to everything that he has. He has a
Oh,
full
okay.
website with all the workouts and nutritional guides, and then an app too, fully
an
designed app.
Wow.
And a community of people who pay that monthly premium who talk to one another.
Okay.
So it's definitely not good, and if you're looking for someone to keep you accountable, it's more for those who have self-discipline and who can be accountable to themselves. But I feel like I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna do it. The first program is 40 days, and there's 20 days. It's 20 days straight in the gym, and that's what I started today. So it'll be 20 days straight at the gym with the anabolic fasting. And in 40 days, the second 20 days is a different workout program. Like, I figured if I give myself a month on that and I can commit to it and do it, I should see extreme results.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think, starting anything new, experimenting, I mean, it's like, obviously, as long as it's not like, something that's hurting other people or that like doesn't make sense, but yeah, man, that's exactly what this whole, vegan thing was
tell
for me.
Tell us about it. Why are you doing it? What has your experience been the past 2 weeks? What have you benefited from it? What do you like? What do you dislike? Give us the rundown.
Well, I mean, it all started with the podcast. I think I mentioned this before, but I listened to a few different podcasts. I think it was a Rich Roll one, and he had this guy named, I think his name is like James Aspie or Aspie or something like that. And, obviously the dude's vegan, and he was pretty much just kind of talking about it and like why he, decided to get into it and how it basically wasn't about, the whole politics behind it, like with, some extreme people on that side, the vegan side. And so, and I would actually consider it more like plant-based, just because there's like certain, vegan actually entails the whole, like you can't wear like leather, like not that I wear leather, but there's just like so many, when you say vegan, there's so many stipulations, and so I don't know if I would go that far, but as far as the what I eat, it's definitely, plant-based. So it's been good, man. It's about like just over 2 weeks now, and one of the biggest things that I've noticed is like the best way I can describe it is like the way you feel after you've worked out, like a really solid workout where you're doing cardio or whatever, and you stop and it just feels like you can breathe a lot easier. So that feeling I get on the regular every single day. So it's kind of like easier to breathe. I don't really know about the energy quite yet, just because like, I mean, as many people know, I do painting on the side, and so my schedule's been really kind of all over the place. So I haven't really had like, too much of a regular schedule to kind of be able to notice it. But yeah, man, it's good. Like there's so many options. I mean, I'm definitely not the type to take out carbs like what you're doing. I think that's probably more difficult than what I'm doing, to be honest. I love carbs. So rice, beans, potatoes. I mean, there's just so many options, man. So many options.
I left something out. Well, we didn't really fully go into what I'm doing, but the science behind it is that when you load yourself up once a day, it kind of gives you enough to last, and then you're kind of in that window where you're burning fat.
Oh, okay.
But then also, it's 5 days on the no carbs, and then it's like 24 to 36 hours of eating whatever you want.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I think the thing that most people would struggle with that would be getting back on track after you do that.
Yeah.
But I mean, for me, like, it intrigued me because I like to enjoy like a nice dinner that, you know, might have like a lot of carbs in it, and, you know, a good bowl of ice cream here and there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this program wouldn't deprive you of any of that.
Yeah.
And it's like anything else, you know, like focused in and honed in, you know, at least like 80-90% of the time, and then the other 10% you do what you want, but the training is every day. So
I mean, that's one of the big things that I also noticed with this whole plant-based thing is like literally every meal I'm like conscious of it. So it's not where before where I'm like, all right, you know, yeah, I'll just whatever's in the house, or I'll stop and pick up whatever, you know, in the gas station or whatever, and just not even think about it. But now it's, you know, I'm actually conscious of it. And food is like different now. So food is more, you know, when I eat, like what I think about it is like it's just to give me energy and nutrient. Like I think about it like
fuel.
Yeah, fuel, exactly. That's
like you just do it when you need it.
Yeah, so it's actually kind of cool.
Because Americans are just so like eat when they're bored, eat when you walk past the pantry, and that's another thing that I like about this plan is the when I was working with the trainer last time, it was you eat every 2.5 hours. Yeah. And that made me want food all the time, and it was also everything was weighed out, the meat, the vegetables, everything was weighed out by the ounces. All that. Yeah, this is more designed to like. You eat until you're full, or you eat as much as you want. Like tonight for dinner, I had a bunch of carrots, and I had like 4 meatballs that were like meatballs from like Whole Foods that were like pre-made, just baked up with some nice marinara sauces and no fat or sugar or carbs really in tomato sauce. Well, not a whole lot. Yeah, man, I was like, I'm still feel fully satisfied, and I'm not like tripping or bugging, and in a couple hours I'll eat my pre-bed like carbs, and then I'm gonna wake up and crush a fucking workout.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're committing to like the full 40 day thing.
20 to start.
20 to start. Okay.
Because like I don't know, 40 seems like a lot.
It's
to
a
me
long
right now.
time. Yeah.
20 is like, dude, 3 weeks. Like if you can't do something for 3 weeks, you're a bitch.
Yeah.
You're a little bitch.
Yeah.
You know?
And then
shut the fuck up,
once you get to that point, you'll probably be open.
I'm gonna see my freaking abs and shit be popping out and be
Whoa,
like, man,
shit.
I can't. I go another 20.
Yeah, are the abs guaranteed or not?
No, that's not part of the program.
That's not part of the $8 a month. Damn. Yeah, that's so. Yeah, so my thing was like 30 days, but man, I don't know, dude. I'm all right with it, man. I like it. You know, I'm thinking, we'll see how I feel when I get there, but maybe not committing to like a full, lifetime where I don't eat anything at all. I'm still going to probably mess around here and there, but I'm thinking about, sticking to it as close as I can, as long as I can.
So real quick, and then we're going to move on from this topic. What, if you, let's say, do you pack a lunch right now?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say you don't, because I'm sure there's been a day when you haven't in 2 or 3 weeks.
No, I've had, yeah. It's just a sandwich.
There goes that question.
It's literally a sandwich.
Let's say you need to stop somewhere and get something to eat.
Yeah.
A gas station or something. What do you grab? Like you need a snack, you maybe like to hold you over like 2 hours, like.
Well, I think the best thing is preparation. So I actually have snacks that I even like little cashew packs that I pack.
Okay.
But I mean, if I do go to the gas station, I just basically look at the ingredients, make sure there's no, nothing in the chips. So that's another good thing that, like I've said this in the podcast before, but I was eating like complete dog shit, like donuts in the morning, fast food every night, hot Cheetos. I had a huge addiction to hot Cheetos. So, none of that.
You even had a ritual where you ate them and you like licked your fingers. Yeah. It's freaking weird, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I've been doing that since I was a kid, man. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy how. But the thing is, for me, is like the way I kind of like operate and like what I've noticed is I have to like draw a line in the sand if I really want to make like a change. You know,
Yeah.
like I can't really just say, oh, you know, I've tried that before. I'm like, you know what? Let me
I'll
just
be half vegan.
Well, yeah, or like I've been saying this forever. I'm only gonna eat fast food on the weekends. Literally been saying that for years. For years, I've been
Yeah,
saying
I'm only
that.
gonna smoke weed on Friday nights. You know.
For years. So it's been good, man. I feel great. My family thinks I'm crazy, but
Yeah.
but they support it.
Anybody who, everybody's always gonna like think you're crazy for doing something that they may not be able to do.
Or just never really thought about it. Cause like,
Yeah.
even me, like I was like, dude, there's no way. Like I've never even. But you know, once you kind of just say fuck it and just do whatever
the
you want.
benefits, my brother.
Yeah.
The benefits.
Yes, sir.
Getting you to that higher level of consciousness.
Oh.
And people like don't think that that's what that does.
Yeah,
But it does.
It's different. Yeah.
It does. It does, man. And you don't, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot
People
that goes
don't
into
realize how much food is fucking them up.
Mm-hmm. That's a big thing, man. There's a lot of research out there that people can do. I'm not going to be the person to tell you, you know, the exact specifics because I'm not an expert, but yeah, do some research.
Yeah. Be informed. So what do you got, what do we got on tap for the night? The listeners need something they can apply into their life, man. What do you got?
I think this is always applied. I mean, we've talked about it plenty of times, but haven't talked about it in a while. And one big thing that's been on my mind, I mean, that's on my mind all the time, is gratitude. So we've mentioned this plenty of times, but I don't know. I was thinking about it today, man. I was just thinking about. So I started my new job on Monday, and I went from being a commercial mechanic, where basically I was doing a lot of PMs, which is basically, you know, maintenance, changing filters, drain lines, yada, yada, yada. And now I'm on the install crew, which basically means we take out units that are old and we replace them with brand new units. So the workload has probably quadrupled. So it's a lot more physically demanding, but man, it really is crazy, man, because sometimes, you know, like I'll get in in a mindset where I'm like, damn, man, like, am I not doing enough, or am I like, you know, I'm like, I start thinking about like, oh, I want to travel, or like I see someone on like, you know, Instagram or whatever, and they're like, you know, doing all like crazy shit, traveling, whatever. And, you know, it's really easy for me. And I think for a lot of people to like get into a point where they're kind of like looking over the fence and, you know, the whole grass is greener on the other side thing. But man, like I'm just like extremely grateful, man. Like there's a lot of times throughout the day where I just kind of like stop and you know, I appreciate like the fact that I have a job, and I appreciate the fact that, you know, like stuff at, you know, with me and Kelly, you know, like it's going great. You know, it's not always great. You know, our schedules are completely off. So she goes to school and has to study, and I do painting and all this other shit. So, you know, right now,
I can relate there.
Yeah, right now it's really hectic, but the good thing, man, and like again, why gratitude plays such a huge role is now it's almost like automatic when I start to get in those places where I'm like, damn, like should I be doing more? Like is this like what I'm supposed to be doing as far as, you know, in the install, like my current job, like should I have stayed for more money? Like all this, you know,
doubt.
Yeah, like I still have,
or
you know,
second thoughts
that come in, but
guessing yourself.
But it's really cool that it's like so quick for me now to like, I don't let it drag out for too long. And like when I get those moments where I'm like, you know, like I sit back and I'm like, man, everything's all right. Like I'm exactly where I need to be. You know, it just makes, it really changes like the mindset so much that it's like, I don't know, man. It's really cool, man. When I'm grateful, I'm not afraid of like, you know, the future. When I'm grateful, I'm not, you know, worried about what I need to do next week. When I'm grateful, I'm not, you know, second guessing myself. It's just good, man. And I'm in that spot a lot, you know, thankfully. So
yeah, a lot of it for me recently has been like financial stuff. And like that's where it's hard to be, you know, grateful. You know, like when you're broke.
Oh, yeah.
You know? But then I look at all the things that I do have instead of what I don't have. And then I look at the past 8 years of my life, and I just think, like, building a life from absolutely nothing, like building a life from a suitcase.
Yeah.
You know, I've never gone without. So, like, that's the most important thing that I try to remember every day, is that no matter what happens, I've never gone without, you know, food or a roof or, you know, and I'll never go without.
Yeah.
You know, it always works out. It always works out the way that it should.
Always, yeah. And it's crazy, man, because before I got this huge painting job, I was like, I remember I hit you up. I was hitting up like a bunch of people because I was trying. I missed something happened with work where I took vacation and I was supposed to get PTO, and they ended up being a completely different thing. So I got like literally a third of my regular check, and I live paycheck to paycheck. So I was like, dude, I was like hitting up everybody like, yo, I can do interior paint, like, or whatever you need. Like, I can, I'm willing to work, yada yada yada. And nothing happened, for literally maybe a month. And, just like you said, luckily Kelly works and everything. So it's not like I, had to go without food or anything like that. It was literally just, a couple weeks for me to get back on track. But now, I mean, I'm like making more money on side work than I'm making at my regular job. And it's just crazy, man. And again, it's just evidence, for myself to just kind of be patient and just let things, put in the footwork, obviously, like, network and put stuff out there, let people know, just like we said in the last episode, like, when you put stuff out there, you never know who's going to hear it and who can, who you can network with. So yeah, man, it's just crazy. And I think that's like something that for myself, I always need to remember, even if I hear it 10,000 times, it's like, I'm still going to find myself in places where I doubt myself. So yeah, man, it was just on my mind recently.
Cool. We're going to keep it short, sweet, to the point tonight. We got a lot to do on the back end for the podcast. There is new merchandise available.
Yeah.
We posted some pictures this week, a simple, clean front logo shirt. And this week we'll be posting another shirt that I designed. It's the Elevate shirt. Purchasing that shirt is just a reminder to always be surrounded by people who are bringing you up. Elevate yourself, your life, your mindset. Stay positive and just always be moving forward. If you're not moving forward, you're moving back. And that shirt serves as a reminder to that. It's got a cool little clean design on the front. It's super lightweight, stretchy, nice T-shirt, good quality. Those are up on the website, and any profits that we make from the T-shirts are going right back into the podcast. If you subscribe to our mailing list, you'll get access to a 20% off coupon for checkout, and that pop-up for the subscription will come as soon as you hop onto our website, which is the everydayhustleshow.com. Completely designed and redone by Danny and his team at D Squared Media, who sponsors the podcast. Reach out to him for 10% off of any work that you may need done for business branding, web design, logos, print work. He is there to assist you and help you.
The whole shebang.
He's redoing the Juice Bar website right now, and it's coming out sick. It's going to be so amazing. I can't wait for that. But yeah, subscribe to the podcast, leave a rating, and if the podcast has helped you in any way, share it with someone else. That's how we grow together as individuals. Individually, we grow together.
Ooh.
So, got anything else you want to add, Chris?
That's it, man.
Leave him with something. Leave him with something hot fire, dude.
Hot fire. Well, I mean, again, that's...
Listen, bro. You're in the street, right?
Yeah.
Somebody comes up to you and they say, "You got 30 seconds left on this planet. Tell me something.
Wow, dude.
Worth leaving."
Holy shit, 30 seconds.
Starting now.
I would probably just say something like, just have faith, be grateful, have faith in the process, not necessarily religion based, but have faith in the process, man. Believe that, no matter what, everything's going to work out, and don't be afraid to put in work, work hard.